Hi, Encore. My name is Ryan Kurtz. Uh, I live in Reno, Nevada, and I just actually switched to your electronic cigarette about a week ago, and thus far, I have to state that I love your product. In fact, I've already ordered some more cartomizers off of your website. Um, some of the things that I really like about your electronic cigarette product is, for one thing, it is just as satisfying as a traditional cigarette. Like, I can't tell the difference. It's just as good. I actually live in a non smoking apartment, and my landlord is really, really anal about it. And since I switched to your product, I can smoke in my apartment since it's odorless and it doesn't smell. And that's a plus because in Reno, Nevada, in the wintertime, it gets really, really cold, like in the 30s, so it's not really pleasant to smoke outside. Um, Another thing that I really like about it is that it doesn't have all the negative health consequences like traditional cigarettes, since it doesn't contain uh, all the negative and bad chemicals in a traditional cigarette. It's just nicotine and essentially water vapor, which I really like. Um, and another thing is, both my parents love it because it's odorless and it eliminates bad breath. And then lastly, the other thing I was going to tell you is that I used to be a really heavy smoker. I used to actually smoke cigars that were about this long and this big, and I was inhaling them because I love nicotine. And so they were really bad for me. And now I've just switched over to your product and I absolutely love it. Um, like I said, I really love your product. It's just as satisfying as traditional cigarettes, and I know that I will never smoke a traditional cigarette again, or a cigar for that matter. I'm just going to stick with your product. And, I used to try and actually quit and use the nicotine patches, and it was too hard. And now that I know that your product doesn't have the negative health consequences like a traditional cigarette does, I'm not going to try and quit anymore. I'm just going to stick with your product, and you have another satisfied customer for life. So thank you, Encore, and I hope to hear from you soon. Take care. Bye.